Man, doing a video for Cobra Tate. That's fucking badass. So I'm going to talk to you about my Jamaica story where I was nearly paralyzed. And what happened was I had went down to Jamaica and I really wanted to do horseback riding, like in the mountains. So I got an Airbnb and I went over there. I went to Jamaica and I met this guy, this Rastaman. He's called Goatee. The reason why they called him Goatee is because he looked like a billy goat. He had a long face, a goatee, and a big ass dreadlocks. And he put them in those they look like bags that they wear to keep their dreadlocks in. Goatee, but he knew how to ride fucking horses. He was a horse jockey, and he was really good. So anyway, so I made a deal with him to go horseback riding, and he's like, look, all day, and we ended up to be able to go out, take the horse out on the beach, and actually take the horse in the water, and take him, swim on. You're basically riding the horse in the water, which is something I thought was a really great idea. So I said, fuck yeah, I'm gonna do it. So anyway. So I had my buddy Goatee came and picked me up. We rode the horses, and I had a fantastic time. And I said, dude, I wanna do it another day. He's like, because it was only for like a 3-hour ride. So what happened was, the next day he came, picked me up early in the morning. He had the goat. I said, bring me your stallion. I want to ride the stallion. And he came and picked me up. Had a beautiful horse for me to ride on. And what happened was, he was riding the female horse, okay? And what happened was, the female horse had a little baby horse. I forgot what the hell they call it, but that was around. And he's like, oh yeah, the horse just had a baby. So I was like, okay, cool, well, whatever. So we decided to go out. We were going in the mountains. So this fucking foal, I think they call it a foal. So this little like baby horse was like in us, around us, following us, just messing around. And this little baby horse would come fucking with me, man, and it would come nick at my friggin' at my legs and stuff. And I was like, so I got one of those little twigs, those little twigs where you just whack them, and I just whacked them on the nose to try to get them away. And so what happens with horses, when one starts running, they all want to run, okay? Especially if you're riding a stallion, because a stallion is an aggressive horse. You have to be an aggressive rider and a strong rider to ride an aggressive horse like that. So when they start going off, and I want to ride too, like I already have that energy, and horses can feel your energy. They're very, in my opinion, they're very magical animals. So we start going up into the mountains, and I'm like, Goatee, when can we fucking unleash these horses? Because I could feel the horse pushing and wanting to friggin' run. And because we were like far in the Jamaican mountains. And so we're sitting here going up and up and up, and I'm like, so I tell Goatee, because I'm starting to get pissed off now, because I want to unleash this horse. This horse wants to run, and I want to go full blast on the damn horse. So finally, we come up to an area where we start going, and then boom, we going full gallop. I unleash it, and this horse is just going buck wild, super fast. And we're like in the mountains, so they're like trees and crap. There's not a path. Normally, when you take a horse on a new area, and there's no path, you have to literally lead it and guide it, and you don't know what the hell you're gonna step on because the grass is so high. So we're going around the mountains and everything, and then I'm trying to slow back the horse. I'm trying to bring it back, because now we got to go in areas where there's a lot of like leaves, and there's a lot of trees, and there's these limbs that go across, and these limbs go across me. They're at my height, because I'm on top of this giant horse, and they're at my height. So anyway, so I said, I had already unleashed it a little bit. I had basically opened up the throttle on this horse. And this little baby horse, this foal, is going ballistic now. Now he can't calm down. Now the horse I'm on is already broken. The horse he's on is already broken. Now this horse is like egging on you know, the other horses. So they're trying to run. So anyway, so what happened was, as we're going into this mountains, his horse started to take off. My horse started to take off. Now they just started bolted, okay? And there's a thing, like if you pull a horse like to one side, like on the right side, if you're pulling it back and you're on a Western saddle, since it can't turn, it can't go straight, you know. But this horse was fucking strong, man, and I was full, and I'm pretty strong myself, and I was pulling hard. Anyway, if the horse wants to go, dude, you ain't gonna stop it. I don't care how strong you are. If the horse really wants to like take off and bolt, you ain't gonna stop it. The horse is like 2,000 pounds, so it friggin' bolted. And I see out of the corner of my eye, I see this tree limb. I'm going straight for it, and I'm like, oh my god, dude! It's like there's no way I could sit. I couldn't stop the horse. I couldn't move the horse. So I'm on a Western saddle. So I lean over to the side to miss the limb and not get basically cut in half or basically lifted up, because it was going full blast. I missed the limb, you know. I was able to, you know, not get hit by the fucking limb while I was going full blast, and I land right on my back. And I saw the ground. I said, man, I'm going down. Luckily, thank God, it was on grass. It was on some soft grass. Had there been a rock, or if it was like a street, I would have been paralyzed. And the first thing, I hit the ground so hard, it like shocked through my whole body. Like I literally, the first thing I thought about was Superman, Christopher Reeve. You know how he fell off that horse and was paralyzed. And I started like, even in like the most immense pain I've ever had in my life, I started just to wiggle my not my fingers, but my toes a little bit, and make sure I could move my toes and my feet, and I could. But I was in excruciating pain. It was like I literally had to like lay there and just absorb the pain and breathe for a little bit. And Goatee was like, "Oh man," you know, and so he was like, he thought I was gonna sue him or something. And I'm like, no, man, you know, hey, you play the game, you got to pay the price. You know, it was me, you know, I took off. I was, you know, I wanted to go full blast. I wanted to push the limit, and I did. So, hey, sometimes you win, sometimes you get knocked down. So I basically laid there for like a good 20 minutes. And what sucked is we were so damn high in the mountains that I had to come down. And the only way to come down was to get back on the damn fucking horse. And so we switched, obviously we switched horses. And I got on this friggin' horse, and oh my God, it was almost unbearable. Just to get back on the horse and come down. So I came down, we finally came down, we slowly came down, you know, these mountains. And I ended up, you know, I went straight to we took the horse took me directly in front of where I was staying at. And I got out and just kind of chilled for the rest of the 3 or 4 days I was there. But yeah, man, it was quite a story. I've got many stories too. I've got my own channel if you want to watch, but that's one of my best stories. All right, brother, I appreciate your great work you put out. Love your videos, and take care.